What's going on, guys? Today, we're going to talk about why you should never, ever let a woman pressure you into doing anything, especially not marriage. Let's get started right now.
Low on my fitted, dreams has always been vivid. I'm just trying to go get it. Catch me right around and I'm ignorant. I'm just rolling.
Quick story time about me. I used to be a thought.
I'm a slut. What's up? Get me lit.
My parents are still together till this day. They've been married for over 25 years, so even when I was thotting, I always knew that I wanted to get married. So me personally, I wasn't forced to be married. I always wanted to be married. I just had to find the right girl. But let's see what happened with Devale.
I am not allowed, based on our marriage laws and the contract we've signed with each other,
Right.
to have sex with anybody else.
Right.
So these urges that come, I have to share them with the one person I decide to spend the rest of my life with.
Right.
So that brings me back to my soundbite.
Okay.
Right. I don't understand, and this is what we can discuss as a woman, because I don't want to say it's a man versus woman thing, but a lot of women do complain, oh, my husband's always on me. Why is he always on me? If sex is going to be a chore for you that you don't really want to do, why do women constantly push monogamy on men? If you know that you don't want to have to deal with him all the time just wanting you, why do you push monogamy on men?
Well, who's to say I pushed anything on anybody? Like,
Well,
if
we know
two
that you pushed
people-
monogamy on me.
I pushed monogamy. I forced you to get married to me?
Time out. I didn't say you forced me to get married, but did you not say to me that you wanted to be engaged and you wanted to be married before you lived with me? You didn't say that?
I want $1 billion. That don't mean I'm going to get it. I
But-
can want
but I'm
something,
asking,
but not.
You right now you
Nobody,
dodging the question.
nobody pressed you to do it. Yes, is that something I wanted? Yes, it was. But
You didn't press me. Are you gonna lie now
So
to
you're
the
gonna
people
say-
because we talking about sex?
Devale-
You're gonna.
Ladies, that's pressure. It's funny because me and my lady watched this video together. She was like, that's not pressure. I was like, yes, it is. She's like, that's not pressure. I'm like, yes, the fuck it is. Now, let's talk about sex because I like sex. Guy takes you out on a date. Decides that if you don't fuck him after the first date, he's not gonna see you no more. Ladies, is that pressure? Absolutely. Sure, you don't have to fuck him on a first date, but you know if you want to see him again, you gonna have to drop them drawers. So yes, that is pressure. Regardless of how nice you want to put it, you pressuring someone into doing something that they don't want to do.
Lie now to the people?
Devale, knowing
Khadeen,
as
you didn't want
strong-
monogamy?
Of course I did.
So then why are you avoiding the question?
That's not avoiding the question. I'm saying, does that mean because I want it and I requested that you were going to deliver it? Like, nobody pressed you for that.
Time out. You just said you wanted
Yes, you
it and
did.
requested it. Do you not hear yourself?
I can make a request. Is the request going to be granted?
Am I
That's
not?
up to
am
you,
I?
bro.
Am I not granting you monogamy?
You are granting it to
So
me.
this is my question. This is my
You're
question.
welcome.
Look at your boy. Look at your boy.
This is my question. If you wanted monogamy,
Okay.
why would you want monogamy if sex is a chore for you? That's the question. You're avoiding the question.
I'm not avoiding the question, but at first you said women, or in general me specifically, are pushing monogamy on somebody. Okay, yes, that's something that I wanted, but I didn't press you for it and be like, Devale, I'm gonna hold a gun to
Time
your
out.
head to propose to
So
me.
time out. Do
Also,
women-
also, let me finish. Also, I don't feel like I was adequately prepared for marriage. And I've said that before, because if I knew that marriage and monogamy was going to involve me trying to meet you where you were at sexually for years to come, then I probably would have reevaluated it if I wanted to be monogamous anyway.
So that's fair.
See, the thing about marriage is people don't want to be married. They want that big party and to be able to post the pictures on a gram. They want to be able to flash the ring and do all of that stuff that doesn't amount to getting married. Like, typically that's for women because most men don't want to get married. So if you don't want to get married, don't do it. But anyways, back to this.
But we're not even talking about marriage. Let's even talk about dating, right?
Okay.
Two people are dating. Typically in society, who asks for exclusivity first, a woman or a man?
I would say a woman.
Thank you. That was my whole point. See, you were going all over the place. If women typically ask for exclusivity first, then when they get exclusivity, say, he always on me, he always want to have sex. Why are we asking men for exclusivity if we do not want to participate in sex at the same level as men? We have to think about what that does to a man. And I don't think that conversation is being had.
Okay, I agree. And that part I agree with. Yes, that women are.
Mediocrity Couture in Reviews, I think I said that right, said that,
my bad, it was Mr. Lucario who said it.
Oh, let me pause here real quick because I want to actually touch on the him saying, women are like, oh yeah, let's be exclusive, but then they don't want to have sex, as much as the guy wants to have sex. See, this is a big misconception that a lot of men have. A lot of men think that, women don't like sex as much as men. You understand? The thing is this, women, they like sex just as much as men, but what happens is women will trade in that sexual situation for a relationship. Meaning, she'll say, okay, this guy, I'm not that sexually attracted to him, but he will make a good husband, father, and he'll, provide and protect and all that other stuff. So she'll get with that guy and marry that guy, but she's not that sexually attracted to him, right? And she was never really that sexually attracted to him. This is why when they got together, they had to go on 3, maybe 4 dates before she even had sex with him. You understand? And then what happens is he gets into the marriage or whatever, and then it turns into, you heard this before, where guys will say, oh, me and my wife haven't had sex in like a few weeks, or, it's been a while since we had sex. The reason why is because she's not that sexually attracted to her husband. Now, I'm not saying, these two here, because I don't, I don't know them or whatever, but
Mr. Lucario is right in some cases, but in other cases, you just stop looking at a person you're with like that. Think about an old crush. When you first saw her, you thought she was bad as f***, but over time, you start to see your crush as just another girl, especially if you never ended up dating her.
over time, if you're with somebody, looks start to fade. And when I say they fade, I don't mean like she's gonna stop being hot. No, if she's attractive, as long as she don't gain no weight or nothing, she'll still be attractive. There was a rap line that said, for every bad bitch, it's a nigga tired of f***ing her.
You not a catch for me, I mean respectfully. Certain shit I'm not a glutton for. For every bad bitch, there's a nigga tired of fucking her.
Because at the end of the day, yeah, she's bad to you those first couple weeks, months, maybe years. But over time as a person, male or female, if all you are is attractive, it's gonna fade.
Typically the ones that will ask for the exclusivity. I get that, yes. But what I'm saying is, me as a woman, I don't think that I was necessarily prepared or in the mindset to know that. It's almost like once you get into it, then you're like, oh shoot, like this is what I'm going to have to keep up with.
I get that.
Us speaking as 36-year-old people know that now. Had I known that at 26,
I get that.
I would have to contend with that. Even in the dating realm, then it might have been something I would have reevaluated.
So now let's go back to what you asked me. You said to me you never pressured me to get married. In 2007, we were living together, right? You said you no longer wanted to live with me and shack up with me because you wanted to be my wife, not my girlfriend.
Right, because I wanted to know where the
that don't
relationship
sound like
was going.
pressure to you?
It sounds like me voicing where I see my life going.
It's pressure.
It sounds like me saying, this is what I would like. You can decide to meet me there. If not, we can reevaluate what exactly we're doing.
Okay. Additionally,
would I call it pressure per se? Not necessarily pressure.
It is pressure. But you don't want to say it's pressure. What about being
you
engaged?
might have felt pressure.
What about
there
being
was no
engaged?
pressure behind it.
I said, we don't got to rush to get married. You said, I don't want to be engaged longer than a year. Is that not pressure?
It's pressure. It's pressure.
That's me voicing my opinion about it.
Sounds like pressure to me. So
So if that's not pressure for them to get married, then it's not pressure for me to tell you I need sex every day. Like, you need to do this every day or we getting divorced. That's not pressure. Matter of fact, let's make it even easier. Give him the amount of sex that he wants, or he's just gonna go out and other people. He's an influencer. It's not like he don't have females throwing sex at him. So either give him sex, the amount of sex he wants, or he's just gonna sleep around. No pressure. That's not pressure. Problem solved. You can thank Mr. Confidence. I'll take a check.
You say you want to be engaged, I get engaged. You say you want to be married within a year. We do that. We get married, then you make it seem like sex is a chore to your husband. Once again, I ask the question, why do women who push forth monogamy on the man they're dating then get overwhelmed when that man who tries to provide that monogamy to you? Why do you get upset when we're trying to be what you want us to be? You don't want me to be with no one else, right? Right? I'm asking. This is a serious question.
Yes, absolutely.
You don't want me to be with no one else.
Absolutely.
So if I decide that all this testosterone I have, I want to give to you, why is this so overwhelming now? This is what you asked for.
Again, 26 and 27-year-old Khadeen was like, okay, here's the natural succession of life. You graduate, you're working, you meet somebody, you guys are dating. You want children.
Yes.
I want children.
Yes.
We don't want to wait too long or too late to have children.
Yes.
Though now a lot of people are waiting until their 30s to have
Yes.
children.
And I understand why.
And we at that time felt like, well, we're doing everything in this natural succession that the forces that be have given us this timeline. However, I did not realize that after having children, after, career changes, all of the turbulences that we've been through in life, that was going to have a direct effect on my sex drive.
It's really interesting because that's kind of how I looked at my life, school, high school, player, college, player. After college, graduated, actually wanted to settle down and actually take life serious, build a business, legacy, dynasty. You know the drill. That's where I'm at. I'm not chasing no ass. I need to get that bag. So anyway, that's all I got for you guys. Like, comment, share, subscribe, and I'm out.